Hi guys, this is Niladri Mukherjee from Countdown to Crown. This webcast is about the Fantasy Premier League rules. Though all of you know, most of you know actually the rules. What are the rules of Fantasy Premier League? But here something is changed from past year, and there are some points that most of us think we know but we don't know. So I am going to highlight you on those points only, not in very extensively, but in a very nutshell of the rules of Fantasy Premier League. So I will start with selecting the initial squad. So we all know that we need to play with two goalkeeper, five defender, five midfield, and three forwards. And the total budget will not exceed 100 million. And the important point here that we can only play with three players from a single team. Means if you're choosing your players for Manchester United team, you can only play with three players from Manchester United team and not more than that. But less than that is possible. Next is managing your team. In managing your team point, the other points you all know that your captain, if your captain scores, you will get the double point. Means whatever your captain's point is, you will get the double point of that player. But there is one important point here that if any of your outfield players means suppose if your captain plays for 0 minutes and your vice captain will also play for 0 minute, then you will not be awarded any point from the captain perspective. That means your no other player will get double point on that particular game week. So next we are going to move on the making transfers. So as we all know, making transfer is a two type of transfer is there. One is wild cards. Another thing is player prices. So we will come into the wildcard later. Player prices is your total team value is 100 million. Suppose you bought on one player with 5.0 and that player price increased around 5.5, then your total budget will turn into 100.5. That means your total team value will be increased and you will be able to buy some players and combine your entire team for not 100 million but 100.5 million actually. So this is the point they have described here. So it is recommendable that you should go through the point very thoroughly. This is just an overview. Always recommendable to read the entire rule before starting the game. Next, the most interesting part of this presentation is the chips. So as you can see that we have already discussed about the new rules in our previous webcast, that these three new rules are there: all out attack, bench boost, triple captain. And you must know the one very important thing that you can use each of them only once in a season, not in each and every game week, only once in a season. And in case of wildcard, last year the wildcard rule was different, and this year the wildcard rule is different. Last year you can use one wildcard for the entire season and another wildcard for December transfer window. But this year the situation has been changed. So you can see in this point that wildcard chip can be used twice a season. Once in the first half of the season. That means there is no wildcard for the entire season. One for the first half of the season and one for the second half of the season. That means 8th August to 28th December you can use a single wildcard, and after 28 December to the rest of the season you can use your second wildcard. So there is no wildcard at all for entire season. Two wildcards are available, one for half season and one is for the last half of the season. Here you can see the another point, that is deadlines. You can see all the deadlines before which you need to make your changes in your team if any required. Otherwise, if this particular, suppose you can say as an example game week 26, so if you don't make your changes before 13th February 2 o'clock UK time, then you will not be able to make changes in your team afterwards for that particular game week 26. So you need to wait till game week 27 to it's actually game week 26 to be finished, and then only you will be able to make your transfers again. And one more thing is scoring part. That is the most important part actually, though might not be very number games and all those things. So what you can see here, there is a point structure. So you can see for playing of 60 minutes it's 1 point, for playing of 60 minutes or more is 2 points, for each goal scored by a goalkeeper and defender 6 points, scored by a midfielder 5 points, and scored by a forward 4 points. For assist it is 3 points, for clean sheet, for a goalkeeper or a defender, for both of them are 4 points. So there are other points too what you might like to go through, but it is not possible for go in detail in this webcast. So it is recommendable to go to the help page of Fantasy Premier League website and go through each and every rule very clearly. And one more important point is here, how the rebounds work. If a shot on goal is blocked by an opposition player or is saved by a goalkeeper on his woodwork and a goal is scored from the rebound, then an assist is awarded. This point is pretty much important because there are lots of confusion among the players regarding this particular rule. So we must remember that if a shot is on a goal is blocked by an opposition player and is saved by goalkeeper or hits on the woodwork and a goal is scored from rebound, then an assist is rewarded to the player. Own goals we know, penalties and free kicks we know, finishing assist, finalizing assist also we know. Another thing is bonus point system, which is a very important part of this particular webcast. So you can see the bonus points have been calculated by the BPS points earned by a particular player. So how the BPS has been calculated. This time they have given a clear overview about how the BPS is being calculated. So it is recommended to go through the help page of Fantasy Premier League and just go through the BPS system. If you understand the BPS system, it will be pretty easier for you to selecting the players and you can able to understand the possibility of scoring bonus point by a player. Then it will help you to select a player accordingly. We have already some questions in our forum, like what is the difference between the classic league and a head-to-head league. So I think this tab, I'm sorry, it's going down actually. Okay, so actually this point will give you an example of what is the difference between head-to-head game and classic game week. So here it is recommendable to go through the entire point, what is head to head and what is classic. So you can find it here. Okay, so I think we are pretty much done here with the overview of the rules and the changes of the rules. And the last thing is the cup. Again, it went down, sorry. The cup is like how it works. It starts from the game week 18. So we must know that game on 8th August it will be game week 1 and game week 18. From game week 18 the cup will start. It's a knockout tournament and it will be you will be automatically entered into the game week when the top 2,97,000 and 152 scorers, means the top 2,97,152 scorers in game week 17 will enter to the league automatically. Rest of them will not qualify for league and will not play for the week. Okay, so this is the just an overview about the Fantasy Premier League rules. Maybe there is so many places are uncovered, so our recommendation is to go through the help page before start of your game. Before you start to play Fantasy Premier League, you must know the rules and you must go through these rules point by point and very thoroughly to be successful in the Fantasy Premier League prospect. Subscribe in our channel, like our Facebook page. Thank you very much. This is Niladri from Countdown to Crown.